Hey everyone, it's Eric from My525XL. Just giving you another update on two things. The green hair algae battle, which I'm still battling. But also I mentioned that I was going to take a step up in terms of automation and install the automatic water change. So what you're looking at is the Neptune dose that I got today from reefsupplies.ca. My good friend Raymond over in Montreal. Speedy and reliable as usual. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate it. So I got this today by Canada Post. So I've got the unit here. I'm going to set it up in the next few days. I've got one unit installed already to add additives into the tank. So this one will be dedicated for the automatic water change, obviously. I've got extra tubing here, probably overkill, but I always like to err on the side of caution. Power supply, USB cord, and also I picked up a pack of these. So there's T-joints, adapters, and valves that I'm going to install, which I'll show you in a minute, on the RODI unit, because I'm going to split it off from the freshwater auto top off, and then the bucket that I've put in for the automatic water change. So that is the equipment that I'm going to install, and now I'll take you over into the furnace room and show you what I've set up in there. Okay, so into the furnace room, a little squishy. Apologize for the lighting. I'm gonna actually set up another light up top there so I can see what I'm doing in here. Right now I'm just using the light from my cell phone, so I apologize for that. So that is the SpectraPure 180 gallon a day unit that I installed. 5-stage, step up from my 4-stage from before. Fills up the bucket a lot faster, obviously, better water flow. But what I did was, this is the initial line out with the purified water. I just put a T in. So the first leg is going into my freshwater bucket, which is the auto top off. And then the second line is actually going into the brute containers. This is 20 gallons, 80 liters I think. Set up a few minutes ago. I put in a valve here, and I also got the float valve. So obviously, getting older, longer in the tooth, I might forget that this is on. So if I forget to turn off this valve here, at least the float valve will stop the bucket from filling. So that's what I have going so far. I have installed this morning. Just used a 1/2-inch drill bit to put the hole in for the valve, and then connected it on the other side. Piece of cake, no leaks. I've got a pump down below, what I'm going to use for circulation aeration of the salt water, so I'm going to put that on a timer. I will likely plug that into my Apex unit so I can control it from there. And the last bucket there is just the wastewater from the Apex Neptune unit. And so that's pretty much how I'm going to run it right now. Once I get the dose set up, I think I'll put it right here on the wall. It'll be out of the other room. I didn't want to put it underneath the tank, just from the noise perspective when the pumps are spinning to change out water, because they'll be on constantly for a little while. I'll probably do a 3%, 2% change a day maybe. I haven't really decided. I gotta Google up and see what the I guess the preferred quantity to change out a day is, but I'll figure that out once I get the unit installed. So I'm gonna put it in here, and then my tubes will just go through the hole in the wall there, existing where the other ones are going, and down into the sump. So that should work out well. So once that's filled, I will add the salt, get the levels to where they should be, program the dose, and off we go. But I'll do another video when I get that all set up. Now I'll just take you around the front, pretty to the tank, so you can see how we're doing in here. Still doing the green hair algae thing. It's taken a while. I had this before, and I think I was rid of it within a week or two. This is dragging on. I'm only feeding once a day, so I'm doing the water changes. It's just really, really stubborn. You can see my finger leather coral shedding its skin there. Doing the regular, and then the polyps are coming out shortly after. The bucket down here, you can see I've got a line coming in from the tank. I'm acclimating some Anthias, 2 of them, and another goby. I'm going to replenish the sand bed in here. So once they're ready, I'm going to put them in, get some more sand in there, help with the good bacteria. And once I do that, and I get the auto water change set up and the dose programmed, I'm going to take a break for a bit and let this tank do what it needs to do. I think with all the water changes and scrubbing the algae, lots of, you know, chemical fluctuations, parameters going up and down, so I just want to get it stable again and let it do its thing. So that's it for now. Gonna get that set up and those fish in there and let her rip, and hopefully I have success. The NIOS skimmer is working great, as I previously mentioned, so no complaints there. I took out all the Chaeto, like I said before, replenished the filter floss in my cups there to keep it nice and clean, replenished the carbon as well, and I killed that algae light, the Chaeto light. So that's where we sit. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Any questions on how I set everything up, I'll answer as soon as I can. If you don't want to leave any comments, it's fine too. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helped in some respect with what you guys are doing out there, and have a great day and happy reefing. Hey, it's Eric again from my 525. So I managed to get it all in today. So I've got my dose pump. I had to lower it a bit from where I thought I was going to put it because the power needs to reach. It's a bit of a scraggle in terms of wire and hoses, but I've got it set up, programmed for 2 gallons a day. I think is probably should be good enough. 14 gallons a week. Just haven't plugged in my pump yet, but the water is still filling up into my Brute container here. And other than that, everything's all set, ready to go. So I'll just wait for the water to fill up. Then I'll set it up with the salt water, add the salt to it, let it sit for a bit, get the right salinity going, and I'll get another plug for the pump, and that should be it. So crossing my fingers, everything works well. Tested the dose out, seems to be okay, working properly. I just used the auto setup wizard within the Apex Fusion dashboard to configure everything properly. So I made sure I got the in and out lines properly set up as per the good diagram and not what's on the pump itself, because it's incorrect. So that's about it. I will let you know in another post how it's functioning, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot. Have a great day and happy reefing.